Hey Padre fans, Steve Adler here, Friarhood.com. Wanted to touch on the moving of the fences. I wrote an article on Friarhood.com a little while back. If you haven't had a chance to check it out, I encourage you to do so. I, for one, for those of you who have followed for a decent length of time, know that I am a huge fan of moving the fences in. Now, contrary to popular belief, the fences will not have a huge impact on scoring at Petco Park in terms of why they should move. Let me clarify. I don't want the fences moved so guys can hit a few more home runs. And for those of you who sit there and are cynical and say, well, it's only going to help the other team hit home runs, that's ridiculous. It's asinine. But what I would like to focus on is simple. The fences are going to move. For those of you who are hardcore fans and you were going to go to games anyway, it doesn't affect you. It's fine. Thanks for coming. We knew you were going to be there anyway. Move along. For the casual fan, it's a huge deal because, well, let's face it, baseball at Petco tends to be boring, especially the first half of the year. Who wants to go spend good money to watch your team get 2 hit through 6 innings? It's boring. And if you're a casual fan, it's no fun. You want the Padres to give you a reason to cheer. Now, I'm not saying that fans in San Diego won't get excited about a good pitching matchup, because they will. But it needs to be good pitchers and good pitching, not Petco Park enhancing the pitching aspect of the game. Lead changes, huge aspect to the enjoyment of a sporting event. It emotionally gets you involved when there are more lead changes. That's just the way it is. The fences being moved in should help with that fact. Yes, there will be more scoring. It will be for both teams. The Padres are definitely going to have to count for the fact that the pitchers are not going to be as good as they were in years past. They're still the same pitchers, but the ballpark is not going to be as forgiving. That shouldn't be an issue. The Padres have 2 pitching coaches, in Darren Balsley and Bud Black. Should not be an issue. You're going to see more lead changes. The game should be more exciting from that standpoint. Second reason it's going to help out, simple. Guys are going to want to stay here. Position players, offensive guys, yeah, we can talk about how the fences will get between a guy's ears, because it does. Guys alter their swings when they play at home as opposed to going on the road and swinging away. That's not a positive thing. The fences should help that. This park is still going to play like a pitcher's park, but an offensive guy, a position player, is going to be able to put up truer offensive numbers. That's a big deal. It's a big deal to them. It's a big deal to their agent. It's a big deal to the fans. It's going to help out. The third reason is it's going to make free agents less apprehensive about coming to Petco Park. Yes, you may not get the John Garland, Aaron Harang guy you can just roll a ball out to the mound and they can pitch well on Petco Park now. But you also aren't going to have free agents who are intimidated to come to San Diego because they have to play in that park. And that has come into play in the past. Hopefully we don't see it in the future. So, 3 reasons why moving the fences is a good thing. 1, the casual fan will be able to embrace the game at Petco Park. Baseball will be more exciting at Petco Park. 2, position players that are currently on this team are going to be more apt to want to stay here to play here because they know they can put up numbers that will allow them to compete in the conversation with other players around the league at their position. Might also help for some all-star balloting. Not a bad thing. 3, it's going to make free agents less apprehensive about coming to San Diego and playing in a Padre uniform. All very positive things. We'll see how it plays out. Like I said, many people in the organization have also made this point. This is not going to be a bandbox. It's still going to be a pitcher's park. It will still play like Petco Park the first half of the year. We should see more runs. The second half of the year will be very interesting. After that All-Star break, when Petco Park starts to play more fair, should be interesting how the fences are affected at that point. Either way, it's a positive thing. I'm glad there are some open-minded people now in the front office that see that and were willing to make the change. Your thoughts, your reaction, welcome. Feel free to mention them in the comments. Would love to engage. I know there are some of you who are disappointed about the fences, but the changes aren't that drastic. But your comments are always welcome. Give us a follow on Facebook. Just go ahead and search Friarhood. Also, follow us on Twitter, @Friarhood. Check out Friarhood.com. You can also follow myself, Steve Adler, @Steve_Adler on Twitter. Thanks, and until next time, go Padres.